What is up, people? So, I was gonna have a day in the life video today. Not today. Um, I just woke up from one of the most messed up dreams I've ever had. And that really bothers me. Even though I know that it wasn't real. It felt so real. It felt so real. I don't remember where it started. I think it was the fair of my hometown in New York, and I don't remember a lot of the little stuff and all of that. At one time there was a giant tornado and stuff like that, and it was like the whole country was like, of the United States was like, there's no more law or whatever, and no more, not like the purge, but like there was no more order exactly, but there was still some places that were trying to. So like the fair and that town and stuff like that were like trying to be as normal as possible. But at one point me and my dad wound up uh being on some subway train thing, not a subway because it's underground, but the trains that's above ground, and it was like slightly above the town, not like floating above the town, but like it was going through. Um, and that was the first time. And then we were like driving to where my grandma used to live, and to see, what happened, if she was still there or whatever. And we drove on that road, and there was some really bad people there, and they, were pointing guns at us and stuff like that. And I think we pointing guns at them or whatever. And at that time, they were really small time. Um, so we were able to go, and then we got to my grandma's house, and this is all on a really back road. Um, and so we got to my grandma's house, and it was like a giant party or something, and there was a cop there. So we talked to them and told them about the guys, and the cops said that they can't do anything about it, and they won't do anything about it. It was like they paid the cops off or something like that. I don't know, but everybody took over my grandma's house, so I had no idea where she was. Um, so then we left that road, got back on a subway cart, and then somehow we were, train cart, and then somehow, like there was like power in the train, and for some reason I wanted to, like it was, everything seemed okay, and we were gonna actually play Xbox, I think it was, into one of the TVs that was in the back, and then all of a sudden like the power goes out, and somehow we were captured by those guys, and this is after they had more power. So there was nothing that we could do. They all had assault rifles and all that, and there was nothing that we could do except follow their order. And we were like brought back on that road, and then one by one they were burying us alive. So that was really messed up, and that scared the shit out of me. And so when it was like my dad was going to get buried alive, and then it was my turn. And I pretended I had a mental illness or something, like I was like freaking out about it and all that, and somehow was able to get them to have me float on the pond or river or whatever, to like, so that they could think that I was gonna drown after a while, you know, like by the time, like once my body can't float anymore, I was just gonna sink. And once I got to like halfway in the pond, then, and like out of their sight as much as possible, then I swam to shore, and I was able to escape that road, and somehow I got on some highway thing that was packed with people and dead cars, all trying to leave and trying to find a place, because everybody looked like shit. Like they've all been trying to survive, and like they're like on their wits end type of deal, and they're all pointed in one direction. So I figured not to go the direction that they came from, because that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So everybody here was also trying to get on a train cart, and so I just decided to follow these guys, and I started telling like somebody what I just went through, and I didn't even know if my dad was okay. And the train cart wound up taking us to the fair from before. I was like, this is gonna be the same place that those guys are, because the fair's not, the fair's in the same town, and it's not too far from the back from my grandma's road like that. And I was like kind of freaking out, because I was worried that if they got too powerful, they could just take over the fair. And so I wound up freaking out one of the guys so much that they actually cut our train cart from the rest of the train while it was on some type of loop or whatever, some type of ramp thing, and it caused our train cart to fly off. And this was like right at the start of or a back area of the fair where we were starting to come in. And I guess that I was right, that those guys were there, and they were actually starting to take people from the trains. And when our train cart flew off and stuff, those guys noticed, and they started coming towards our train car, and so we were all like scattering different areas, and that was it. Then I woke up, and it felt like the most real dream I've ever had, which also makes it the most scariest dream I've ever had. To dream that you were captured like a slave and then buried alive, only to somehow escape it, only to pretty much get captured again. If the dream would have continued, I don't know if I would have escaped or what. I was hoping that we were gonna be able to find some people to take them on and like save whoever we could and unbury my dad. Yeah, so I'm out of it right now. I do not feel like doing a day in the life video today. Hopefully tomorrow. But that really messed me up. There's no way I can do anything right now. So hopefully, I can just watch some YouTube videos and get my mind off this, because oh my god, this messed me up bad. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.